Okay. Desktop audio got broke. I noticed it. Let's see. Does that go here? All right. Hello. Mm, try. Can you speak again, Mary? I. Yeah. I don't think you're showing up on the stream. Let's see. I just set the audio device. There's audio device is weird. Let's see here. Hello, Autodesk. Let's see. If I do this, try now.
Hello?
Okay, yeah, now you're audible. Alright,
Cool.
that fixed it. Okay. The headsets I got a while ago, they have like a built-in like balance thing system you can do where it's like it puts the game and then like chat, like Discord on separate devices so that you can manage them separately, which
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't need. Uh,
sure. You're not
and
a professional streamer.
I don't have to turn that on, but turning that on is also what lets me do the auto flip when I turn the headphones off. It switches back to my speakers, or if I turn my headphones on, it
Uh,
switches. And I really appreciate that. That is a
mm,
feature I really like.
yeah.
And most of the time, like it just manages the devices, so I don't have to worry about it. It's just on here. Where it's like, which device do I put it to get all the audio and not just the one audio? Uh, all right. Hey Mace. Welcome back to Dreamfall. God, this fucking every time this controller. I never heard of a game with reverse x-axis. Just bizarre. Um, we are, yeah, do not have many chapters left. I think we're on chapter 10
Okay.
out of 13. Yeah, I think I think we're at the start of chapter 10. So we are quite getting, near the end. We're here with yeah, this does look like a fucking channel wood or whatever. Is that what it's called? Yeah, in Mist 1. It absolutely looks like that. Um, yeah, we're here with Zoe. How did we get here? I'm trying to remember. Oh, we like teleported, right? Like, we went under the Dreamer and then went back to the house, like the winter house thing, and then went here. Is that what happened? I don't fucking remember actually.
Sure.
Or did we? Is this where we? Hmm. I'm trying to remember because we went to. No, we went to visit the Dark People.
Uh-huh.
That's I think what it was. So she went back to Arcadia with the Dreamer, and then we went to visit the Dark People, and we talked to the White Dragon. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, you can open up a shift. Just do this." And then, well, it wasn't actually a shift because she's like, "You're not a shifter." Uh, oh no, that was April, right? Shit.
Yes, I was going to say, I think
Fuck.
that was
What
April.
did Zoe
Because,
do? But Zoe did go to the Dark People City.
yes, I think after April.
Yeah, after April had been there. Because we flew in the airship she flew in the airship with Brian Westhouse,
Yeah.
and Crow. But, Crow doesn't fucking, matter. Now I'm like, God, how did I forget the events from last week at the end here? Let me look. Jesus Christ. Um, uh, yeah, okay, the White Dragon sent her here. Yes, she did. I just don't remember the exact mechanism by that happening or what the White Dragon exactly did. But the White Dragon did send her here. So here we go. Yeah, these bones. I mean, this is just some fantasy shit. It's just like, look, there's a big skeleton.
Yeah, I played this Apex
fantasy.
Legends novel.
We do not know where we are. The White Dragon's just like, I'm just sent us somewhere. Huh. There's a. I don't actually. What is that?
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
Maybe they're celebrating something.
But then it kept. There was a thing that kept coming down. It didn't just explode. All right, so we got some boats. Do. Oddly, I do remember more of what, like, so Keon's last thing that we saw him in was he found Naane, right? The April's mage, and questioned her.
Closed and locked. I don't think there's anyone in there.
And she was basically bargaining for trying to save people's lives. And April had left town. I mean, she had her whole argument with Keon last time. Her fucking street debate.
Yes.
That is baffling. That it what a bizarre thing. I think she left town. I don't remember exactly what she was doing when we last saw her. I actually did not notice the gators.
Is that April? April!
Anyway, she's here.
We'll need to make another run south before the ice breaks, though I'm guessing Mercuria is out of the question.
We lost some good people. We got careless.
Ah, we were as careful as we could be. We just got unlucky. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Let's just hope we got enough intelligence out of it to justify the losses.
I wish I could say that's the case. The fact is, they're getting too strong for us. They tore us apart down there. Easy as...
Ah, quit your whining, woman. The Raven I know is tougher than that. There's enough doom and gloom in this place already.
Which is why I'm going back.
To Mercuria? Are you sure that's wise?
We stay here, we go there. It's all the same. They're coming and they won't stop. Not until we strike at their heart. Mercuria, the tower.
Ha! The tower? It'll take more than you and your band of merry rebels to topple that one, Raven. And even if you do, you think that'll stop them? No. We need to stay strong. Build our allegiances, recruit more people, and keep the enemy from our doorstep. Time and patience will decide the victor.
We don't have time. Look at what happened in Mercuria. We have to act now. We have to take the war to them.
I'm inclined to agree, Raven, but we're not strong enough. Not yet. If you stay here, we can train more people, build our strength,
and talk about how someday we'll crush the enemy and take back our lands and our cities. That's what we do best. Talk. They murdered my friends. They arrested our most trusted ally in Mercuria, and they're probably moving north even now. And you say we should wait? I'm done waiting.
Ah, the Azadi don't have a clue where we are. Trust me, Raven, we're safe here. Besides, no one but me and my boys can navigate the rivers and swamps between us and the Bay of Fire. Even if the Azadi should learn of our whereabouts, the scouts will give us 2 days' warning. We'll sink their boats before they even know what hit them.
Even so, I can't just sit here and wait. I have to do something.
I swear, Raven, you'll get yourself killed one of these days. Sometimes I wonder if that's not what you want. But if it's south you want to go, if you want to take your war to the Azadi, then fine. You'll have my boat. I'll take you where you want to go. Now, you'll have to excuse me. We still have to unload the grain and move all the supplies into storage.
I'll come by later and give you a hand. I just have a few people I need to speak with first.
Alright, April. Yeah, this is the captain of that ship. They kept talking about that they were waiting on getting permits to, like, take it out of the harbor. With their like medical supplies and stuff, which they're smuggling to the rebels. So we're at the like rebel base.
The captain got the ship out of Mercuria just in time.
We're at
another few hours and they would have arrested
Hoth.
everyone, I'm sure of it. Even here, people keep their doors closed and bolted. The Azadi have taught us to fear.
I don't know
and
who
distrust
she's
each
like.
other.
Oh, they killed a bunch of my friends. It's like the identical model goons that Keon killed. Like,
Yeah.
I guess. 'Cause, yeah, they arrested Ben Rime, and took Nane, prisoner. I guess she doesn't. It's weird that she says, she says they arrested our most trusted ally, which I think means Ben Rime. Because she wouldn't refer to Nane as an ally, like an ally in Mercuria.
Everyone
She's
locks
part of the
their
squad.
doors. Everyone locks their doors.
Yeah, you gotta love your goons. I guess, yeah, sure. It just would be nice if there was, any of them had been named characters that we knew that were dead. Might have helped the stakes. Put some moral weight on Keon.
There are lots of new faces since I was last here. It would be easy for the Azadi to infiltrate the city, but that's a risk we have to take, I guess.
Hey, BM.
I never wanted this, but the enemy left us with no choice but to take up arms against them.
If you don't think you can trust your people, April, that seems like a problem. Oh, here's one of those guys.
We spend most of our
Hey.
time in the field. I hardly recognize anyone around.
Love this identical-faced goon.
We've all lost our homes and our lands, but thanks to you, Raven, there's still hope that we will see them again someday.
Everyone locks their doors.
Yeah, okay. So who else am I supposed to be talking to? I guess I'm supposed to just keep... This is where I came from. No. Hey guys. Oh yeah.
Kara,
A moment, April. Please make sure the herbs are distributed to the lieutenants.
Just
They are
rotate
each
the model,
responsible for
rotate it
their
back.
group getting the medicine they need. April, thank the balance you escaped Marcuria and that Bryn and Chowan made it here with the supplies. Your efforts are much appreciated.
Kara, about Benrime, we need to do...
She put her life on the line for us. We won't forget that anytime soon. We'll sing her song at the tables tonight.
The Azadi will be keeping her alive until they can ship her west. They like to have a show trial before executing their prisoners. If I can take 12 people with me south, I can...
You intend to take on the entire Azadi army by yourself? No, April. This war will have its victims, and you'll have to learn to live with that. You may have a death wish, but not everyone shares your lack of faith in the future. In time, we shall prevail.
Alright,
I've
faith count
dedicated my
1
life
today.
To fighting the Azadi. What makes you say that I have no faith?
Who?
You've already given up your life. You don't fight because you want to destroy them. You fight to destroy yourself and your demons. Granted, your ferocity and guidance have strengthened us. The enemy fear and curse your name, and you've made them tread more cautiously in the north. But both you and I know you're not doing this for any greater cause. You're doing this because it's the only thing you have left. And I can't have you taking our people with you on a suicide mission.
So we let Benrime rot in prison, is that it? We let them take her to their country where she'll die because she helped us?
Yes, we do.
Hey, you just broke someone out of
Benrime
prison.
isn't stupid. She knew the risks. She knew it was a dangerous game to play, and she played it as safe as she could. Unlike you.
I don't accept that. I can't leave her to die.
Accept it or not, you're not taking anyone south. We have enough trouble protecting our homes and our supplies. We can't afford another setback.
They're not your people. They make their own decisions.
That they do. And you may find that for once, you're on your own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other matters to attend to. I'll see you at dinner tonight, April. And thank you again for bringing us the supplies. Without them, we wouldn't have lasted through the winter.
I think this is like a genuinely interesting
Everyone locks
idea
their
of
doors.
what is going on with April and what her role is here, and I wish I could see how it like has been intended to sort of like get to this, or let like all the stuff we've seen before has been like, you know, her searching, talking to the Guardian and stuff, and when she's talking to her rebel cell and stuff, is sort of meant to evoke this stuff. But it's like even this thing, which I think is actually an interesting, like pretty good character idea, it's just kind of been played too close to the vest of like, you could make this much more explicit, like, uh, you know, sometimes it's the thing where it's like sometimes people try to be subtle, and if you're not good at it, what happens is you just don't actually do the thing. It's like, like if you're not, sometimes you just need to embrace, you know,
My entire
text.
family was
Like
taken from me by
the
Azadi.
I know writers use subtext and they're cowards. Like sometimes you just gotta do the thing.
Like the balance you all made at home.
The Azadi will never find us here, will they?
Um,
I don't want to run again. I'm tired of running.
Naane?
April on. It brightens my heart and spirit to see you here, safe and in good health. We heard that you had escaped Mercuria, but I was worried nonetheless. And now the stars have brought you back to us.
How did you get out of Mercuria? I heard they shut all the gates and posted guards at all exits.
As a stowaway on trade ship bound for Khorasan, and on a leap first back north along the old pass. Azid was generous enough to share her mount with me.
I'm glad you're safe. Good thing Bryn and Chuan had just left with the supplies. They were the lucky ones.
The stars shine on all of us, April on.
What about our friends at the Journeyman? What about Benrime? I'm sure they don't feel so lucky right now.
Fortune often has a dark side, but there may still be a chance to aid the innkeeper.
What? How?
I have just been told that someone arrives from Mercuria with word of Benrime. He wishes to speak with you.
Who?
A stranger. A friend. A messenger. He wishes to meet with you on the West Pier. He will speak with you and no one else.
Are you sure this man is a friend? How did he find us?
Would I lie to you, Aprilon?
I'm sorry, Naane. Of course not. I trust you. I'll go right away. Listen, if it turns out this man has important information and I have to go back to rescue...
I would not let you walk alone, Aprilon. Go now. He arrives soon. You must go to the West Pier. The messenger will meet you there shortly.
What's that? I think the celebrations might be getting out of hand. I need to speak with Kara about that.
Setting our timing here, syncing our watches.
Here comes the attack.
I don't know why you'd think there would be an attack coming.
This is it. But where's the messenger? Who are...
Forgot that it does that. Anyway, I guess she's here.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
What a surprise.
yes. Yeah, I don't remember explicitly, like directly, what the dialogue was between Kian and Nane last time, but it was, something to the effect of like, if I turn over the scorpion, the person that Kian's been sent to hunt, will you guarantee that everyone else will basically be safe?
Yeah.
So.
What is that? Strange. Perhaps it was a message to someone.
I thought it was a message to you.
Well,
I'm here. I have kept my part of the bargain. Now it's your turn.
I have done what you asked of me, Azadi. Your scorpion waits on that pier, alone.
Leave. If I ever see you again, my sword will kiss your throat.
For what I have done, I am already dead.
This is it. But where's the messenger? Who are... You. I remember you. From Marcuria, but you're the Azadi. What are you doing here? Have you been... Shit! You followed me here.
I swear by my sword I did not follow you. I came here by
really,
other
April?
means. I wish you no harm, mistress. You spoke to me with honesty back in the city, and I respect that.
So what the hell are you doing here? If you brought soldiers with you... There's civilians here. Women, and children.
I did not bring any soldiers. I am alone.
Then why...
Please, let me explain. I'm an apostle. We are missionaries. We bring the word of the goddess to unbelievers. But we do so with cold steel and swift death, instead of signs and prayers. We are the last resort, and we are feared.
I just want to talk, but by the way, you know I'm an
The
assassin,
goddess
right?
is the one true
Uh-huh.
deity, and we must bring her light to the darkest places. And yet, I have seen and heard many things in my brief time here in the Northlands. I have seen with my own eyes how ignorance and fear are leading some of my people astray, how arrogance and distrust threaten to corrupt our mission. I have witnessed deeds of which you spoke so passionately when we first met, that have lifted a veil from my eyes. Does the goddess, in her infinite and unquestionable wisdom, truly want us to
It would
commit
be nice
these
if we
deeds
had
on
more
sovereign
than like
peoples and
20
sovereign
minutes of
lands?
Keon total
When
in this
we
game
leave
so
Uh-huh.
far.
Your words awoke something inside of me. I have never questioned my mission.
The
nor my faith.
I just fucking hate
You question
this
my
that like
entire existence.
Keon
Still,
spoke to
now
April
that
for
we meet
like
again, I
3
find every
minutes,
part
and
of
he was
her
like,
as
"Oh
one
my
person.
god,
Word
my
is
entire life is a lie."
and I find myself torn.
Well, he's saying he saw
Wow,
other
That's
things.
a very convincing
We just
speech,
didn't
Apostle.
experience any of that.
You almost had me going there for a moment.
He's like,
The
wow,
fact
I
is,
looked at the
you're
city
an
and I
enemy
saw all this stuff
assassin.
happening and it
You're in our
sucks.
city,
It's
and you
like,
didn't
did
come here
you?
to talk to
When?
me.
I am an assassin, and my mission is plain and undisputable. Only, I believe now that the goddess has led me here for another reason. Led me to you. Why else would she have brought us together? First in Marcuria and now here. if it wasn't to show me, show us, a different path.
Sorry, I don't believe in destiny or divine intervention. Not anymore.
I believe that some things are meant to happen. Call it destiny. Call it the will of the goddess. Call it chance. But do not call it coincidence.
So what now? You expect me to just let you walk out of here to accept that you've seen the light?
No. Yes. I don't know what to think anymore. I only wish to speak with you for a little while longer. To understand. To open my heart to a different truth. I believe the goddess wishes to speak to me, and not to those who would interpret her word to suit their needs.
Actually, I think I'm a prophet.
That my path? A path I
Sure.
haven't even considered
Why
questioning
not?
until this moment.
Yeah, Moose, I
One
think
that
the
leads into shadows.
like
And
more
not into
like the
light.
most plausible
Yeah,
reading of
if
this, and
you're
also
here to
the
find
funniest, is
enlightenment,
Keon
Azali,
just like
you've come to the
has
wrong
never
person.
seen a woman before.
The name
He's
is
like,
Keon, mistress.
he's, I mean,
I
he
assume
has
that I came
literally
here to
because it's a
find enlightenment,
matriarchy, but
quite
like
the opposite. Yet now I'm
basically
starting to
falls
see
for
that
April
great
so hard
injustice
that
may
he,
have been done
you
to the
know,
peoples of the Northlands. If that is so, it's my duty to help undo the damage.
You're planning on turning against your own?
I will never take up arms against those I have sworn to protect. But I intend to return to Sadir
I'm
and
also
consult with the
embarrassed
Sikhs,
for you,
our
Keon.
empresses, about what goes on in our provinces.
I'm not gonna fight
Why?
back. I'm gonna go
Because
tell
it is
on
not
them.
right. It is certainly not the will of the goddess. And it is a betrayal of everything I have been taught to believe in.
I still don't understand, Keon.
Faith, mistress. I feared I was losing it, but I was wrong. My faith is as strong as ever. It may quite simply have been misplaced.
I guess I owe you a name. I'm April.
April, I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
You shouldn't stay. If anyone sees you,
You will not tell them.
I don't have an easy time trusting anyone as a Keon. But I'm beginning to believe that you're the real thing. An honorable man.
I try to be.
But I still don't understand why you're here. And I don't understand why Naane told me that you're...
Yes, Mace. Well, it is very funny that the captain was going on about how hard it is to sail here and like nobody can do it except them. It's like they got planes.
Uh-huh.
You idiots.
So far as to betray your own people.
Van, what in the name of the goddess are you doing?
Your job, Alvane. Destroying the enemy. Or did you forget that was why you were sent here?
There are women and children in this city, Vamon. Civilians.
They're all equal in the eyes of the goddess, are they not? Terrorists, wives of terrorists, children of terrorists, sinners, every one of them. As for this one,
That
is this who you were sent
they're
to
a
kill?
matriarchy.
Uh-huh.
They wouldn't.
No,
Uh-huh.
God damn, you're fucking right.
didn't.
Stick to your own thing.
I came to find the Scorpion and I found you in his place.
Scorpion. That's the name your people gave me after I put the fear of the balance into them.
You're him.
Dude, I
Your
thought
mouth is
he had
filled
figured
with
this
very
out.
much, even
What?
to
I
you are truly beneath us.
I assumed he was just lying to try and give April cover, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm a fucking dingus."
Yeah, they're all so bad at this. Like Nayane was like, yeah, there's your Scorpion up there, and then he
Yeah.
walks up here and meets her.
You have become soft, like a spoiled fruit. You actually empathize with these heathens and murderers. You, Apostle, have committed a mortal sin. You have lost your faith.
No,
That's
Vamon.
like 10.
It is not I who have strayed from the path.
I'm not
It
keeping
is not
count,
I who
but
have lost my faith. What are we doing to these people? Why are we trespassing on their land? This is not the will of the goddess.
So now you question your empresses too. Your hole grows deeper by the second, Apostle. Alvane. Still, the goddess is merciful, And so am I. I'll give you one more chance to prove your loyalty and save yourself from eternal damnation. Do what you came here to do. Kill this murderous witch. Kill the Scorpion.
You just think that you could just say yes
Uh-huh.
after all this. Like, usually you do not have this level of, like, character choice. We were talking about that last time, that, like, you don't actually have options.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that this woman is the Scorpion?
Well, she did just...
I am the Scorpion.
Leon, you are the worst at this!
I've faced it countless times, and I've never blinked.
How are you all so bad?
The goddess does not smile on murderers and heretics. What stays your blade, Alvane?
Whomever she is, whatever she's done, she does not deserve death. I cannot kill her.
Very well. You've made your choice. Kill her.
Oh.
Anyway, bye, April.
No.
Please don't tell me you felt for that goddessless butcher.
What you're doing here is wrong.
What? Protecting our people from terrorists? Destroying the enemy's stronghold? Tell me, Kian, what exactly am I doing wrong?
These people are only defending their homes and lands from invaders. We're in the wrong here, not them.
You've fallen far deeper than I thought possible, Alvane. It will be entertaining to see you stand trial.
It will not happen. When the emissary...
The emissary was the one who ordered you arrested, Alvane, after you let the innkeeper and that smuggler vessel go. It was clear to the mistress that your loyalties were no longer with the Empire. Although, ironically enough, you were the one who led us here. I am sure that will count in your favor at the trial. Maybe they'll even let your body lie in a marked grave. Take him away.
I'll make you pay for this, Famon. I swear by the goddess, I will not rest until your beating heart is in my hand.
Really?
Such unpleasantness.
Like, the whole thing is, like, the thing you're good at is stabbing people really good.
Uh-huh.
Just pull out your fucking sword and kill all of them.
Yeah.
She's dead, Joanne. Dead.
She is dead.
Did you guys not go try and grab her?
We can do now.
Yeah.
If you do not
Zoe!
calm down, we will soon be dead
The
ourselves.
thing you've been told all game
Might as
is
well.
save April.
Listen, they're killing them. Every one of them. What's the point of surviving if we're alone? That's it.
Also, like, why do they think they're safe? They're just in a house in this location.
Yeah, like, they're
Like-
just presumably going door to door. Like,
Yeah.
But first, we have to help her escape. You cannot leave with us. It is too dangerous.
Why?
You will not survive. You need to fall asleep again.
But they're already searching the houses. If we stay, won't they kill us?
When you fall asleep, you disappear, like dew to the sun. You travel. I have seen it with my eyes.
I know, but how can I fall asleep here, now?
Joanne,
Bryn, hand me that pouch over there.
they're coming closer.
Do as I say. Quickly now.
What's that stuff?
Cover your face, Bryn. You breathe deeply.
What is it?
It is a powerful magic. It will make you sleep. Breathe it.
Shit, they're coming. Joanne, we need to get out of here now.
It's not working. I'm not falling asleep.
Breathe. Slowly. Deeply.
I'm trying to, but it's not helping any. I'm only feeling woozy.
Goodbye.
Break down this door, soldier.
We're here. Joanne?
We must leave. Go. Go.
Rip them.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Who's there? Hello? Funny Bird, is that you?
Yeah, we did see her do that once before. Like they
Oh,
said, they've seen her do it.
I didn't see you. Are you looking for something? Wait, no! What are you?
Fucking predator vision.
Damien?
Hey! Chapter 11! Faith!
Tick up the counter.
Uh-huh.
Are you here? He promised me he'd stay.
So I think at this point also we could talk about, so the white dragon was talking about before, told, someone was hunting the dragons, is what she said. Although there's only one dragon that had died from that, so that seemed kind of, but, I think we're supposed to take that as true. That someone is hunting them.
Damien orders in.
So she was hiding in the Dark People's City because she was basically like, I will be safe here, I can't be found here. So obviously the question, if someone gets to her, which is what that looks like, who would it be? Who is in the Dark People's City? And, the people in the Dark People's City that we know about who have been brought there at this point are Crow, Funny Bird, and Brian Westhouse. So that is pretty clearly raising some flags at this point, or trying to make us suspicious of what is up with Brian Westhouse. Which
like this? I think not.
Oh my god, Zoe.
That's the bathroom through there.
Where the fuck are you? Need clothes? Oh, we need to use the computer. Well, okay, yeah. I thought I did. Oh, I have to click another thing. Okay.
It must be from Damien.
Zoe, I hope you get this message. I had to leave quickly. The worm was... They found
Oh no, they found the little thing.
I didn't want to leave you, but I had no choice. I tried to wake you up, but you weren't responding. The good news is, before they caught it, the worm did collect enough data for me to get the coordinates we spoke about. The intrusion into Dreamcore originated in Russia, just outside St. Petersburg. I've sent you the exact coordinates, along with a map. If I manage to get out of here, that's where I'll be heading. If you decide to go there, and I expect you will, be very careful. I'll try and contact you, but I can't promise anything. Zoe, you must leave, right now. When they discover who planted the worm, they'll send someone to the apartment. You need to be gone. The quickest way to St. Petersburg is by scramjet. Oh, and
you guys have scramjets?
Yeah.
Good luck. I'll see you
Well, it is, the technology world.
Take care of yourself.
I know, why do they have these ocean trains if they have scramjets?
You have one new message from Dad.
Oh yeah, your dad exists.
I've been calling you for a couple of days now, but you're not picking up. And you haven't replied to any of my messages. What's going on? Where are you? Please, call me as soon as you get this. I'm getting worried. Okay, bye. Hello, Zoe. I'm sorry, but I'm currently away from my phone. Leave me a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Hey, Dad.
How?
Look, I'm sorry for not calling you
Whatever.
back sooner. I've been so lazy.
What?
All I do is sleep and hang around.
I was just
big surprise,
wondering how, like, it was a a voice note, but it was like, "Hello, Zoe."
I'm perfectly fine.
Hmm.
Very bored, but fine. Oh, and don't worry, I haven't spoken to Reza. I'm staying out of trouble. Promise.
Really?
Love you. Bye.
Don't worry, I haven't spoken to Reza. I have no other means of getting into trouble.
I never thought I'd say it, but I think I'm getting sick of watching that thing.
I guess I could see personalized voice messages as a feature that would exist, and that a dad would do, put one on for his daughter, I guess, if he's into that sort of thing.
I guess.
Anyway, we're going to Russia. I assume this plane design does not make any sense, but it looks cool.
This is it. These are the coordinates Damien gave me. If the data the worm got from the Dream Core is correct, the virus originated inside that factory building over there. Crates. What would a post-apocalyptic-ish industrial wasteland be without them? I don't have the upper arm strength to carry one of those. Crates. What would a post-apocalyptic-ish industrial wasteland be without them?
Is this post-apocalyptic? I guess there was the collapse, but...
Look, we have seen a grand total of like 12 people in this world, so.
Is that a phone in there? Curious. Why would anyone put a phone inside a glass cage? Is it modern art? I have no idea how to use that.
Maybe
No,
Russia's just
This is where the
particularly
signal
fucked.
originated. If I go back now, I'll never find out what's going on,
Like a
or what's happened to
phone
Reza.
booth. There were a whole bunch of people in
It's completely burned
at the
out.
beginning of the game. In the like streets.
This probably controls the gate. There's no way to access this without the right card or data cube.
You've got.
I can't hack that.
Why not? Can you lockpick it? Okay. I actually thought that's what we were going to be doing. So I have to actually go back here and find something. And see anything. Other than crates I can't move.
This car looks to be in working order. It might even have some power left. Which means that if I can access the controls, it can be moved. That's the car's access panel.
Okay. There you go. Oh boy, right. I guess this is timed at least. I just have to remember how to... yeah, that works. Yeah, this minigame has barely come up at all in this game. Yeah, I don't know why she would recognize it as a phone. Yeah, Russia is entirely industrial gray city. I mean, yeah, it's like I guess this is specifically supposed to be like an old abandoned industrial district in St. Petersburg, but you know, yeah, we specifically do not see anything else of Russia. So, in the same way that all we see of Japan is the like museum and high tech like office. Um, yeah. Where is there it is. Okay, and then okay, never mind. Yeah, each place is just kind of has its own like uh visual mode or trope.
This car looks to be in working order. It might even have some power left. The systems are still operational, so the car must have some reserve power left.
Do I? Oh my God! Now I have to hack it. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh. What am I looking for? Why can't I? Yep, that. No. No. Where is it? Shit. Why do I not see? There it is. Okay, got another one. Great. Cool. Oh, fuck. Oh, it like moved my camera such that I'm looking at it. Okay. Why am I not there? No, that's not it. The fuck is it? No. There it is. No. Thank you.
What?
I hope I didn't damage it too badly. At least now it's in a position to help me get inside. I hope I didn't damage it too badly. At least now it's in a position to help me get inside.
Is it? Okay.
I don't think I can kick this one in. It's an active data panel. There's no way to use it without gaining access. Impossible. Security's way too heavy.
But you got super hacking software from your super hacker friend.
There's no way to use it without gaining access to the system.
Okay. Guess we'll climb up the ladder. This is what the Internet of Things does, Moose. Leaves you open to this shit. What if you need to remotely slam your car into reverse at like 30 miles an hour? Great.
Payphones, but they still have drones.
Well, the factory. Yeah, I think the idea is that this factory has, is portrayed as abandoned, but then is like, oh, it's got all this secure, high-tech, modern security on it. Clearly it's actually active. Somebody's hiding something. Where am I actually going? No, really, where am I going? Okay, I thought it was gonna be there, because I don't see anywhere else to go. Oh, is there a ladder back there? There's a ladder back there on the right.
It's too grimy to see through.
Yeah. Like this is an old, old area that has been abandoned, and then somebody's moved in and is secretly using the building, I think is the idea. To do some packing shit? Question mark?
It's all about to fall. All it needs is a little encouragement.
Am I gonna push this on the drone? I can't see the drone. I don't know if I actually need to wait or not.
I feel like, given the terrible angle, they probably would not make you wait.
I assume
and
not.
It's like, you only get one chance, presumably.
Right. Yeah. I was like, I don't think so, but Slow.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is falling so slowly.
Well, I did have the timing about right. Just turns out that's not what it's for. Unfortunately. Was there... Okay. It's like, she can see, so I assume there's a place to drop. Rafters. I feel like I'm gonna get ambushed by some painting guardians or something. She shattered the glass ceiling. Well...
It's a production line. It looks pretty old-fashioned. This console must be for controlling the factory floor. This console must be for controlling the factory floor. That panel controls the loading bay doors.
You wanna interact with it?
That panel controls the loading bay doors. Those were probably used for packing the dolls as they came off the production line.
It's a doll factory?
It's a production line. It looks pretty old-fashioned.
Could be we see that?
According to this, I'm standing exactly in the location where the intrusion originated. Or maybe right above it. This was definitely put up quite recently. It looks brand new. This was definitely put up quite recently.
Do you wanna...
It looks brand new.
Nope, okay. Clearly we need to get through this door. Or
It
through the
looks
vent.
like a ventilation shaft of some sort. I can feel a draft.
Okay, Zoe, how do you want me to get into this place? We gotta do something. Somewhere there's a thing that I can interact with. Oh.
There's a big power switch in here.
Sure. Okay. Now we're gonna do assembly line puzzles. Okay. I don't know what I'm trying to pick up. Oh, the grate, I guess? The ventilation shaft? Yeah. Oh, there are little dolls I see. Yeah.
Hmm.
I was like, wait, how do I get out of this? B is in action. I just walk away. Okay, I probably had to go. I was like, am I gonna have to go out and hook it manually?
Apparently.
Which, you know, makes sense. I was just like, or this is the wrong thing, I guess. That's a possibility. But this seems correct. Yeah, I gotta hook it manually. Thanks, Zoe. Glad we came out here for that. Oh, hey, Coyote.
Job well done.
I don't know, like, there's very rarely been actual puzzles in this game. It's pretty much all been busy work. I guess there was the musical puzzle where when you missed the first clue, you couldn't get a second clue. It's like they were just so afraid of being an adventure game. Oh, well.
It's a bedroom filled with medical equipment. They must have been observing the patient from out here.
Bedroom with child's drawings up on the wall of a house and
another house.
Another house.
Another house.
Well, I was gonna say like little girl or something, and big scary black thing. You know, weird scrawl. I don't know.
Normal drawings.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, you remember the Sphere 2 level. Uh-huh.
That drawer is unlocked.
Oh, is there a dreamer here? Did I walk past it? Or was it in the room? What am I... Oh, the drawing. Oh, let's see. Like at the back, the black scroll. I don't think that's what that is. I'm actually pretty sure I know what that is a drawing of. It is the thing we have seen, but
It looks to be in working order.
But I'm not gonna tell ya.
Lockers.
well, I think what it is supposed to evoke is the thing we saw at the very beginning of the game.
Oh.
The black inky sort of cloud, that tentacle cloud that shows up in the blue space that Brian Westhouse ends up in. Which
Yeah,
the
I remember
blue
that.
guy refers to as the undreaming.
Lockers.
And we have never seen any of that stuff again, or had that come up in the game.
Lockers.
Although that is also part of why, like, I think the game is like, sorry, at this point you're supposed to be like, is putting a lot of focus on like, what is the deal with Brian Westhouse? Where we start with him there and see that scene, and then every time he shows up, he's just sort of being weird. He's very, very placid, but in a weird way. And like when you first talk to him with April, you have the option to be like, I don't know if we should trust Brian Westhouse. Okay, Zoe, great.
It's a card reader.
So I opened this drawer. Oh, my fucking god, Zoe. I thought when I opened it that would have enabled the verb if there was something to pick up in it. I was like, oh, I guess there's nothing in it. That's weird. Why can I open this? No, I want to look at what the key is.
What's this key for?
Okay, you don't know either.
It's an access card.
Alright. Yes, pick up the access card, please. Yeah, they're really insistent on this game on, like, looking at things before you interact with it. Did you throw away the key? Zoe, what if there was other shit in these lockers? I mean, I guess it's probably a lock key for a specific locker, but, like, I wanted to try it.
I'm glad the game is saving you from yourself.
I guess. Yeah. It's very aggressively pruning. Like, you don't need these items anymore.
It's closed, and there's no handle.
Well, open the fucking thing. You got it? Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. We've found our way back up. Is this helpful? I guess maybe we can go over here. Oh no, that's that thing. That looks like a door at a distance. Yeah, we have the card. I'm like, well, the card is presumably to get further into the facility, not to go back out. But I guess this will also let us get back out, which is, useful. But just not.
I can't leave until I find out what went on down here. This is the end of the road.
Not relevant right
not
now. Okay, so did I miss? I guess I must have missed something down below. It's like there's got to be something else down, a different direction to go.
It looks to be in working order.
there a door over? Well, there is a door here, but like... Oh, okay, yeah. There's a card reader. Alright. What, that I just interact with? I don't have to pull out the key card? Eerie music is playing. Oh, also interesting that there's a wall on this side with stuff. Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, we can get a closer look at these drawings. We can't interact with them. I guess we can interact with this one.
Child's drawings. One bed, one patient, a child. Who was it? What were they doing here?
They were drawing, yes. There's a little
There's
box
something
in the
in
little
here.
dollhouse.
Is that a data cube? A data cube. I might be able to read this
Be
on
right
one of
back.
the consoles.
Alright.
If they're still operational.
Let's go back out. This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful cube.
Wednesday, September 23rd. This is Dr. Park. Dr. Zuboff is currently with the subject in her room. The subject is improving after a prolonged illness. She's responding well to stimuli and appears to be in good spirits. She even smiled at me when I went in there this afternoon to give her the injection. She didn't say much, but Faith's always been a...
Ah, there we go.
We're having
Mary
problems with
missed
the new
it.
synth, however, and yesterday's Morpheus injection caused the subject some degree of discomfort and pain. Off the record, I have to admit that I've had some misgivings about putting someone through these experiments. Granted, Jiva created her for this purpose, and it's not like she's ever had a normal life, but still.
Jiva.
At any rate, it's not like we have a choice. We're simply following orders, and Wati HQ is adamant that we keep pushing forward. They want to see results, and fast, or they might shut us down. Should that happen, Faith, the subject, would have to be terminated. October 9th, it's a Friday, I think. I haven't seen daylight in a week. The subject has fallen ill again. We haven't...
I'm gonna actually pause it for Mary. This is like, actually, a very big cutscene, I think. I don't remember how long it goes, but, you know, we're getting... I'm gonna get a drink, since I have a moment. All right, how's everybody doing? It's been very funny. Like playing this game and knowing we were gonna get to this point, because I definitely do not remember when I played it just how much, like I said before, where it's like it's very clear like they had a board or something where like what's our game about, and somebody wrote faith on it, and then just people keep constantly saying faith uh in ways where it doesn't make any goddamn sense. uh yeah, it's on the nose, but like there's on the again, there's on the nose things that work, right? And then there's like what, what you don't actually like. I don't know what it means to say this is a game about faith. I don't know what they think that means. uh we've seen the Azadi, like it wants to be like, okay, the Azadi are an example of faith that is bad faith, question mark, it seems like. What is the good faith? I don't know what that, and it seems tied up in its ideas about like destiny and purpose. And to the extent that we've gotten a vision, an idea of what they mean by that, it just seems like some, at best, it seems like some narrative bullshit about like, fantasy destiny bullshit that's effectively just like know your place, right? Like, oh, you've got a role. Um, which is exactly also the thing that, yeah, Good Faith is doing what the creepy child tells you to do, which she didn't do. Again, she did not save April. Like, presumably April is not dead because she's a main character of the franchise. Um, but it's pretty clear that Zoe didn't fucking save her, at least not yet. Um, even like psychologically, if it was like, oh, she needs to fix April even if she's gonna die or something, it's like, well, she didn't do that either. You know, uh, why did Zoe go there to see April get stabbed, basically? To have all three characters in one place. Yeah, I think. But yeah, I do think as we get towards the end of this game, I think it's going to be more like, why are these things happening here? And probably the answer is there were cuts. I would assume. I don't actually know much about the development of this game, but I do think by the end it is pretty clear they had to cut it down. Um, yeah, she didn't say she had a reaction when it happened. They cut to her and she just kind of went, and then that's all we got out of it. She hasn't commented on it anymore. Yeah, Moose. And it's unfortunate because like I was thinking about it, and I mean, yeah, this game has no idea what to do with it. It's such a muddle, but because it's such a muddle, it did have me thinking about certain things. And I kind of talked about it last week, where I think one of the things that's really interesting in this premise of this fiction that they don't deal with enough is the fact that like the central premise, the balance, the divide, the two world stuff, uh, is a choice that people made. It's not the natural state of the world. It is specifically people got together and decided, or a group of people got together and decided that the natural state of the world was bad, and they were going to fix it by doing this. They were going to make the world better, and then everyone has been committed, or everyone that knows about it has been committed to it. Well, other than the people that weren't committed to it and tried to stop it in the first game, tried to undivide the worlds. Um, and in that vein, the idea of like people, you can have a purpose that is chosen, right? Like you can decide on like here are our values, and it's not just like anybody can do whatever the fuck, but like there's a social conscience that determines like, this is what you should be doing, or just, that you sometimes have a responsibility to other people. That's a much more interesting idea about like purpose and engaging with that and talking about that. But that's not what they mean, when they talk about destiny. Like they do frame it as this like intrinsic thing, when it's like April. We see this more in the first game because we have a lot about April's destiny, and it's like, well, if April's destiny is to uh, basically stop the merging of the two worlds to keep maintain the division, obviously that can't be like intrinsic to the world because the state of the division isn't intrinsic to the world unless it's like, like it's all God's plan. All the works of humans decisions are actually, God's plan or something. But like I don't think that's what it I mean, I don't think it is coherent enough to say whether or not that's what it's actually going for. But I don't think it's intended to go for that. So it doesn't make any sense to talk about like, oh, she's got a intrinsic destiny, but that is the way that it's framed. It's just nonsensical. But it's much more interesting if it's like, well, we need somebody to do this, and you're the person who can do it. Therefore, you have a responsibility to society to do it. That would be a much more interesting conversation. Or right, and there's the thing on us where it's like the the minstrom, the those people, the Sentinels, who are like the good guys in the first game, are also using April very, very directly. Like they are allowing her to have certain ideas about what is going to happen because they don't want to disillusion her, basically, because they want her to go do this thing. Um, and the games also do not, I think, engage with that enough. Like April doesn't. She is very angry in this game about what has happened to her, but she doesn't ever. She is perfectly fine with the Minstroms. She still views them as her allies, and it's like, oh, yep, okay. Sorry, my headset died. That's one thing about this new headset. It doesn't really give an indication of when it's dying. Uh, so if I forget to plug it in, like overnight or something, I don't really know when it's going out. Um, yeah, so it's that is yeah, that's frustrating to me. I was thinking about that after last time after the last stream, because the whole like April's conversation with the Guardian and all of this, this stuff keeps coming up, and it's like, again, and going back to like what does it mean by faith? Like what are people supposed to have faith in? Um, and even like I think you have a lot of things where it's like, well, you need to have faith in people, or sometimes you get the like it doesn't matter what you have faith in, you just have to have faith in something. Like you get these kind of very easy things that I think are kind of meaningless basically. Um, but I don't think that's where we're at in this game either. I think it's just kind of incoherent. It's like it's so muddled. It kind of becomes more interesting to me because it doesn't have the simple pat idea of what it is, but it doesn't really seem to have any idea of what it means. It just kind of is like got some saying some shit, and you're like, what is this doing? I don't know. Uh, all right, I'll give Mary a few more minutes. I'm not sure how long. Uh,
Yeah, I'm back.
oh, you're back. Hey. All right.
Yes, I just don't want to interrupt your faith discussion.
Oh, okay. Hi. Yeah. Well, I just ended up pausing it after this cutscene started because I realized I was like, oh yeah, this is an important cutscene.
Sorry.
That's fine. Because we're watching the like recordings off this data cube that we found at the little room, and from this doctor talking about the patient that they're experimenting on, which is a little girl, and her name is Faith.
Oh, it's Faith. Okay.
Her name is Faith. We also found out in the first little bit, they dropped a lot of information in like the first section. I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should pause. So this little girl was made, like she was created, by Jiva, is what they said. They said she was made under contract by Jiva. I think that's who these people work for Wadi Corp. Wadi Corp contracted them. They're like, if things, keep going bad, we're gonna have to terminate the patient. And Jiva is the company run by, I believe this is the company that was run by Helena Chang at the the like where Reza at the beginning of the game sent Zoe to get a package from her, and like where she first encountered the twins. Um, so I think that was Jiva. Was like their office in Casablanca. Uh, So this is like one of their labs where they have this girl, and they said they're like been injecting her with Morpheus, the dream drug, and we don't really know what that's about what we got out of this so far.
Okay.
Isolated the cause of this latest setback, but Faith's heart appears to be.
Oh yeah, they also said she has a some kind of
I don't know if it's
illness.
her condition or if the drugs. Anyway, she really needs to be in a proper medical facility, but unfortunately that does not appear to be an option. HQ doesn't want the subject to be moved. I really wish there was something I could do. The subject. I just hope she doesn't have to die here. Faith is... well, she's just a child. And I feel responsible.
Oh yeah, it visually, it's the girl from the house, right?
Obviously, we're just doing our jobs, but...
So that's...
Still.
Should be clear.
I'm going home now.
It's
Dr.
the ring
Randall
girl.
is taking over my next
Yes.
shift. I need to rest. To sleep. I haven't slept in... Anyway. October? What is it?
I assumed she would have been the one who was here when.
November 3rd.
Yeah.
Faith's hard
The
this
subject
week.
is
Yeah.
very ill.
Oh.
We just gave her a very large injection of the new Morpheus, as per HQ's brief, but she's not responding. There's something seriously wrong. I think the dosage... well, I don't think she'll last... Wait, something's happening here. I'm getting some really strange... Hey, has your console stopped working? This is weird. There's just static, like a... I'm just getting static here. What's going on?
Oh, this is where the static came from.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're
I mean,
back
we
now.
did kind of establish that already.
Well, that was weird.
In that the static is
For a
coming
second,
from
I thought
whatever
I
was
saw-
hacking into the Dream Core, they said.
Shit.
Like
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
breaking
shit.
out of the Dream
I
Core,
think
and this is
I
where
think we just lost
the
her.
hack
we
came
just
from.
lost her. I'm not getting any
But yeah,
readings
this
here.
is
She's
explicitly the start of the
I
static.
think she's dead. Faith's dead. The dosage. I think I think she's dead. Can you please please go check on her? I think she's dead now. I think she just passed away. Go.
Do you want to go? Like, you're just gonna stare at this computer.
November 5th. We're cleaning out the lab. We can't leave anything behind or someone might... It's strange, but I watched her die. I saw her leave us. But I think something happened. I'm not sure what happened, but something did happen. First, there was this static everywhere on our screens. It killed most of the equipment for like 15 seconds. And then I could swear I saw something. Just for a moment, a fleeting moment. A shadow. A house. Faith's house. Her dollhouse. I don't plan on saying anything to anyone about the experiments, about the lab, about what happened. But I am leaving this crystal behind. I won't let them simply wash their hands of her like she was never here, like she never existed. She deserves better than that. She deserves to be remembered. She was a person, a girl. Her name was Faith. This is Dr. Janine Park. That's it.
It's closed.
Oh my god, Zoe. Not actually sure if we need to go back in. Or if we just need to leave. Because we basically answered our question. But
This is the house Faith lives in. She must have recreated it inside that dream place.
okay, I'm glad that Zoe does recognize. Oh yeah, that's the girl.
I wonder what went through her mind.
So I wasn't confident that she would.
Experimented upon.
I understand.
Horrible.
I wouldn't have faith in Zoe either.
Faith died in that bed, all alone.
Alright, okay, I guess updated voiceovers, but nothing in here.
It looks to be in working order.
Alright, I don't know, we just go? Oh, well, we can use the key card now, presumably. And there's a car here, great. I don't know why there's... Has that car been sitting there the whole
There's
time?
no way to use it without gaining access to the system.
I don't think it has. I don't think it was there. I mean, she got dropped off, but I thought it left.
Well, you know, it's one of the robo-taxis.
Whoa!
I'm glad she had a change of clothes in the taxi.
She took a taxi! I mean, I assume she did it, and we just, like, they didn't... This is, again, we're talking about how we start seeing the cuts toward the end of the game. Like, they're running out of budget. It's like, I think there should have been a cutscene there of, like, the plane or the something, a train again. Because I'm assuming she did not take a taxi from St. Petersburg to Casablanca.
That button contacts the nearest available taxi cab.
Yeah, that's a really expensive Uber.
The gym's closed today.
Trash can robot.
I love the trash robots.
Oh Well, what an abrupt transition. Anyway, we're also in chapter 12.
I see him down here all the time. He must live close by.
Zoe? Where have you been?
I've been... traveling. Why, what's up?
There have been people asking for you. Syndicate people. Eyes.
Oh, yeah, long story.
Look, I'm not gonna pry or anything, but they seemed pretty serious. Is everything okay?
Yes, sort of. Nothing to worry about, Karen. Thanks.
Okay. Can I get you a latte on the house?
Rain check. I'm just not in the mood for coffee right now.
You got it.
Oh, we got the song, a song in the background.
Liv's closed up the store. Dad?
My God, Zoe. You have not been an easy person to get hold of. Where have you been?
Home. Casablanca. Around. Sorry, I didn't think you'd be so worried.
Worried? Well, that's an understatement. You don't have to lie anymore. I know you haven't been home.
What do you mean? Of course I've been.
After our last conversation, I logged into the house and spoke with Wonkers. He told me you haven't been home for at least a week.
Dad.
Put a spy in
What
your
I don't
house.
get is why you had to lie to me.
Dad, it's a long story. I had to go away for a little while.
So where have you been?
I'm not doing this over the phone. I'm home again now. Ask Wonkers if you want to. Hell, check the cameras if you don't believe me.
I don't know what to believe. Was it Reza?
Yes. No. I had to help him. But that wasn't the only thing that... I don't think we should talk about this over the phone. When are you coming back?
I'm still stuck out here. Another couple of days at the very least.
Look, I'm sorry for lying to you, but I had my reasons. I didn't want you to worry.
Well, that backfired.
I know. But you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm back and I'm staying put. I'll tell you everything when you get home, okay?
Okay. I'll try to speed things up at my end, but...
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just come home when you can.
All right. Take care, Zoe. I'll call you tomorrow. And try to stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Bye, Dad.
Zoe, have you given updates to Liv or Damien? Feels like we've been missing those conversations. Well, we're gonna see him at the end because there's technically a frame story in this game as well, at the very start, where Zoe was in a hospital bed in a coma, and her dad was in the room looking on. So presumably we are going to go back to that. We're going to end at that point. At least that's what she said. It was quite literally a, hey, that's me. I'm sure you're wondering how I got into this situation. Yeah, PM. I don't know, because also like the coffee shop lady was like, hey, you know the syndicate's looking for you.
No, I'm just... Yeah, I'm crying.
Oh, I see. Why?
Because I'm sad.
Are you staying or are you going away again?
I'm definitely staying.
Good. That makes me happy. I like it when you're here. By the way, you have a visitor, Zoe.
Visitor?
Yes, she asked me questions.
What kind of questions?
The difficult kind. The kind I can't answer. About you and about your father.
Where is she now?
She's out there. She wanted to see the view. I told her she should wait for you, but she didn't listen to me.
Hello, Zoe.
What? What are you doing here? How did you get in?
I came to talk to you. You've been on a very long journey. I'm glad you finally made it back.
You. I've travelled around the world, but it all comes back to you. Faith, she was your experiment. Jiva's experiment.
She is.
Yeah, this is Helena Chang. People didn't see that at the very beginning of the game.
But we weren't the ones who made her into what she is today. That was Waticorp. That was Pete's. I wanted Faith to live out her life in peace with a foster family. She didn't have long, and she'd been through enough already. But Waticorp had other plans. They needed a suitable human subject for testing their drug Morpheus with DreamNet. So they took Faith away.
I know. They put her through hell.
I never wanted that.
You don't get to make excuses. She was your creation. She was your responsibility.
Fair enough.
If that's not what she was for, why did you... What was this child engineered for?
Owns us. We don't get to have a say.
You're not telling me anything I don't know. Why are you here? Did you bring the eye with you? The twins? Go ahead, do your worst. I'm too tired to care anymore.
I'm here to ask for your help.
My... help? What do you mean?
I want to stop Waticorp from releasing the Dreamer, and I want to stop the static from spreading any further. You may consider me cruel and uncaring, but I'm simply pragmatic. There's nothing to be gained from Wati succeeding with their plans, or the static causing another collapse. And I also have personal reasons for wanting to stop Pete's. He has already caused much pain, and he will cause untold damage if his plans are carried out.
What makes you think I'll help you with anything?
I'm not expecting you to help me, but you will help Faith. You won't let her suffer anymore. And you will stop Waticorp, even if they hadn't killed your friend.
How do you know all this?
I planted a bug on you when we first met, Zoe. It's been sending me data at regular intervals. I've heard everything you've said.
Everyone just spying on Zoe.
That's happened. I've helped you along the way, and now you will help me, because that's the only way you can help Faith. The only way you can avenge Reza and stop Waticorp. It's as simple as that.
How can I help Faith? She's already dead, isn't she?
Yes, and...
Zoe!
No. I can't explain it, but you've seen it for yourself, Zoe. She's in the networks, in DreamNet, on the wire. Whether it's her, her memories, her soul, I don't know. It's not for me to theorize. The fact is that a part of her is inside the networks, inside Dream Core, and she's suffering. But you can help her, Zoe.
If I do this, I won't stop with Wati or with Pete's. You need to be held accountable too.
I'm a marked woman. The moment the eye finds me, I'm dead. Wati doesn't want me walking around, telling people what I know. If that's not accountability,
You
I don't
did
know
go
what
to
is.
a reporter.
And right now, all I want is revenge for what they've done to me and my company. If it means losing everything, so be it.
So what is it you want me to do?
You need to go into DreamNet and convince Faith to let go. Once that happens, the network will shut down, and Angana, Dreamcore, will disconnect from the wire.
Convince Faith to... How do I do that? And why me?
Because you have a connection with her. I don't know what it is. You seem to share some of her more esoteric genetic qualities. And she's taken a shine to you. Besides, No one else has been able to find out where in the network Faith, or her residue, her memories, reside. I've tried, but it's like she's not actually in there. You, on the other hand, have met her several times. She's reaching out to you. She needs you. And to help her, you must first help me.
How?
I've brought a dreamer. You go inside, talk to Faith, find a way to make her let go. Whatever she's become, a virus, a ghost in the machine, only she can stop this. If she keeps holding on, if her influence keeps spreading across the wire, it will eventually shut down completely. We're talking days, maybe less than that.
If she can do that, what is she?
I don't know. Like I said, a ghost in the machine. Her body is gone, but her mind. They pumped her full of Morpheus. They murdered her with an overdose. Who knows? Maybe there is something as banal as an immortal soul. And that's what's left of her. She died while she was inside DreamNet, dreaming a very, very powerful dream. Maybe she's still in that dream, and that's what's spreading across the wire. Whatever
What does it mean for a dream to be powerful?
The fact is that Faith is in there somehow, inside DreamNet, inside Angana. And she needs to leave.
You're saying she needs to die?
She's already dead, Zoe. That's a fact. Whatever's left of her isn't happy in there. She needs to shut down. Move on, whatever you want to call it.
And you expect me to ask her to let go? To die?
Yes, because it's the right thing to do. Listen to me. We're running out of time. I need you to make a choice. Either you do this, or I leave, and you never see me again. If that happens, the wire will break down, causing untold damage. Corp may still succeed in releasing the Dreamer, and Pete's plans could still come to fruition. Who is the greater evil here? Him or me?
I think you're despicable. You
Who's
used
the
an
bad guy
innocent
here?
person as a test
You or me?
subject. You made her, and then you discarded her. And for what? To research dreams? Still, I won't let the bad guys win. I've come this far, and I'm going all the way. Someone told me not long ago that I lack commitment. Well, connect me to the Dreamer.
I'm going to give you a highly concentrated dose of Morpheus, more than what you've received before. It won't harm you, but it will allow you to control your environment. That way, Faith won't be able to push you out again.
What do I tell her? How do I make her let go?
I don't know. You have to figure that out on your own. This is unknown territory. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good luck. And good night, Zoe.
It feels different this time.
So you can control the environment now.
Me to come inside.
Do you want to put some clothes on? The longest journey.
Longest journey is finally coming to an end. We found the house.
Hello? Hi. You must be Faith. I'm Zoe.
I know.
What are you doing?
Playing.
I see. What are you playing?
A game.
Really? Can I play too?
Maybe. Okay.
You've been helping me, haven't you, Faith?
The White Lady told me to.
Oh. What did the White Lady say?
She said to talk to you.
Did she tell you that I had to save April Ryan?
Yes.
What does the White Lady look like?
She's all white.
When did you last see her?
Thanks, Faith.
She was here, just before you.
She was?
Yes.
What did she say?
She said it's all fine. She said you did good. She said you saved April.
That's what she said?
Really?
That I saved April?
Yes.
You know I've been looking for you, don't you?
Yes.
Why me? Why did you talk to me, Faith?
Because you're like me.
Like you... how?
You dream like me.
You mean, dream things true?
Yes. You're my sister.
I'm... what? Your sister?
Yes. You're my big sister.
You mean because of the way we dream?
No, because we're sisters. For real.
Faith, this is very important. What makes you think we're sisters?
I just know. And the White Lady says so too. We have the same mother.
We do. Faith, I'm sorry, but that's not possible. My mother died long before you were born.
Mm-mm. No. Our mother isn't dead. And we are sisters.
That's impossible.
It's true. I know. I'm not lying.
I believe you, Faith, okay? I do believe you. It's just... I thought my mother was dead. Do you remember your mother?
No, I don't know. And I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about something else.
Faith, why are you here?
Because I don't have anywhere else to go.
You can't stay here. You're hurting the world.
I know, that's what the White Lady said. But I don't know where to go. And I'm scared, Zoe.
I know. I would be too. But sometimes we have to let go. Sometimes we just have to trust that things will be okay. Sometimes we just have to have faith. You're not supposed to be here anymore. You're supposed to be gone.
I'm supposed to be dead.
No, you're not supposed... Yes. Yes, Faith. You're supposed to be dead.
I know, but I don't want to go. I'll be alone.
Maybe. Maybe not. I can't promise you anything. But I believe there's something better waiting for you. I have faith. And I can promise you that I'll stay here as long as you need me to.
You'll stay with me?
I will. You won't have to be alone anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Zoe doesn't know enough about some of the other stuff that we know to be asking more questions about what the hell's going on. But also, yeah, she is pretty, like, just immediately bought into, alright, we gotta help Faith die.
Sure.
I'm getting sleepy, Zoe.
It's okay, sweetie. You can go to sleep.
I'm getting cold, too.
Come here.
I think Faith is supposed to have intentionally, like, dead eyes. But it's hard to tell because all the models look like that.
Will you stay with me?
As long as you need me to, Faith.
Even when I'm sleeping?
Even when you're sleeping. I promise.
Okay. Good night, Zoe. Good night, big sister.
Good night, little sister. Goodbye, Faith.
If you fall asleep in the dream, you die in real life.
No, I think you just go to Arcadia.
Important to revisit this fucking guy.
Do we have to?
Sam! Sam! Is that you? Oh, you must help me. There's only darkness. They stole my eyes, my ears. He took the world away from me. There's nothing left.
I don't know who Sam is.
Nothing. Do you hear me? Are you there? I need my senses back. Answer me. Answer me! Pets? Papa can't hear you. And he can't talk to you. Oh, pets. Pets. What are you?
I'm sorry about this, Zoe, but I can't let you wake up again. Goodbye. You really are a very beautiful girl. So like your father. I never thought I'd see you again. And I wish it didn't have to end like this.
Is she asleep?
She is.
I'll stay here and watch over her.
You should.
Maybe when she wakes up, she'll want to play a game with me.
Maybe.
I would like that very much.
So there it is. My story. It sounds pretty unbelievable, I know. Parts of it still feel like a dream to me. But it did happen. All of it. I helped send Faith on her way. The static is gone. Things are back to normal. All should be well with the world. Except it's not. At all.
Not quite
the
the
bad
end.
guys got away with it. The Dreamer could still be released. If that happens... I'm not sure how long I've been here, or how long I'm going to stay. But there's nothing more I can do now. My story's been told. The future is out of my hands. And in yours. You need to do something. You need to tell my story until the word is out. Until everyone knows what's going on. If you don't...
There won't be a sequel.
I'm
You gotta
leaving
get people to
soon,
buy this game,
but I'm not
please.
afraid. If
We're out
death
of money.
is the end, I know that our dreams remain behind.
You can't make the subtext text.
So whoever you are, whatever you plan to do, good luck. I'm sure you'll need it. I hope my story has been heard. I'll feel really stupid if I find out I've been talking to myself this whole...
Reza. Thank God.
How is she?
She's fading away.
God.
Careful, Dad. That is not him. Goodbye.
Welcome to the story time, Zoe.
Hello. Am I dead?
I don't know. It doesn't matter here. This is where everything is. Here, you simply are. Alive or dead.
This is the blue guy I was referring to earlier.
Understand?
No, but please go on.
Blue zone.
You're special, Zoe.
I am?
You are. You are a dreamer.
Someone else told me that. Is that good?
It is, and it isn't. There's nothing good or bad about it. Like the stars above and the stones below. It simply is.
Oh. So, where are we again?
In the story time. This is where the stories are told. The stories that create the sky and the ground and all that is in between. You see, Zoe, this universe and everything in it is like an endlessly thick book containing countless stories.
That's amazing. Can you tell me one of those stories?
That's amazing.
But not now. There's no time. We need to act before it's too late. You're here to tell me a story, Zoe.
I am.
You are.
I see. What's happening? Why do we have to act?
Because the undreaming is unchained.
I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound good. So where do I begin?
At the beginning, Zoe.
At the beginning? It's going to be a long story.
That's fine.
Okay. My name is Zoe Castillo, and I think I might be dead, but I'm not sure. My father's name is Gabriel.
She's telling it again. I thought for a moment it was like, oh, she'd been talking to him the whole time, but no.
Finally,
Because then that wouldn't make sense with her.
Everyone's been waiting for.
Go out and buy the
Isn't
game.
that right, Ryan?
That's right, Diane. It's been a closely guarded secret for months, but today, Waticore finally unveils its hotly anticipated new product, Dreamtime. Fans have been lining up in front of stores for weeks in preparation for what some are calling the single greatest event in recorded history.
Wow. If you didn't have to be here this morning, Ryan, I'm sure you'd be out there lining up with the rest of them.
You betcha, Diane. Waticore has yet to reveal what Dreamtime is all about, except that it's destined to change the face of entertainment forever.
Wire rumors have it that Dreamtime will allow people to dream lucid dreams about anything they want. Isn't that something, Ryan?
Modern technology. Oh, you gotta love it. You just gotta love it, Diane.
That's the Torment Nexus.
This.
Uh-huh.
I now understand why you never played the third game.
I mean, imagine, yeah, like this comes out in 2006, 7 years after The Longest Journey. You're a big fan of The Longest Journey. I know that's hard to imagine. Very excited about this game. Playing the game, it's like, okay, the game's bad to play, but compelled by, like, the characters compelling, the story, like, interested in where this is going, and then you get to here, and the game just fucking stops.
Uh-huh.
Cuts to credits.
Like,
and and then, like, when I was like, oh my god, I was like, and I was still like, oh man, I want to, like, I gotta see where this goes. And then it takes another 7 years and multiple, like, oh, we're working on the game. No, we're not, just kidding. We're working on the game. Oh, it's been canceled again. Yeah, 7 years is a long time. It was a different company that made the third game, because Ragnar Tornquist left and then had to, like, basically recruit all the people who'd worked on Dreamfall, get them out of Funcom, because Funcom didn't want to make another game because, Dreamfall didn't fucking sell.
Yeah.
Because it's a bad game. Yeah, 7 years. So by the time when and they kickstarted it, so it was like, oh, okay, I guess, I was like, all right, and I have it. I have the third game. I've talked about this, and I loaded it up when they finally released it. I loaded it up into the opening, which is Zoe in the fucking blue zone, and I was like, no, I can't. I can't. I was like, well, I don't remember what the fuck was happening. I was like, oh, I'll have to go replay it. And I'm like, I'm not replaying all these. So, yeah.
And now here you are.
Here I am. I mean, now I'll play the third game at some point. Not next. But I will do it at some point on stream. Yeah, I know last week at the end I was like, I think we might finish the game next week. And you were like, well, we got 4 chapters left. They're pretty long. They can be pretty long, right? And I was like,
Yeah, I hadn't really considered the fact that this game would just fucking end, as opposed to having a complete narrative arc.
Right.
Like, I was like, we've seen so little of God, I've forgotten his name. Kian?
I mean,
yes,
Kian has his big turn after, zero development. We hit his big turn, and then we get nothing else from him. April, last word was she's just fucking dead.
Yeah.
Well.
The fact that this fucking ends with, like, I hate.
It's amazing.
It's not that there's so much left on the table. It's that there's everything left on the table.
Right.
There has been no resolution. Everyone is dead. Like,
Faith is the one, like, the Faith plot, which I guess is like the thing. Like, okay, there's a little girl in the TV telling her, you know, and we resolve what the little girl is, kind of, but not really.
I was going to say, saying we resolved it is really generous.
Like, she's gone. It's not a problem anymore, I guess.
I mean, she's as gone as April and Zoe and
right. Yeah.
Keon are. So, you know, whenever you get around to the third game and she shows back up again, don't be too surprised.
Yeah, there's so much shit in there's like, because yeah, and I was like, there's so much shit that happens at the end too, in terms of like implication that is not resolved. That like I was like remembering from because like a lot of the stuff I remember a lot of this ending, and I knew we were coming to it, but there's stuff that I just didn't remember where I was like, isn't Helena Chang? You know, when we see her at the beginning of the game, I was like, oh yeah, this is the lady that they sort of implied might be Zoe's secret evil mom. And it's like, oh yeah, and then she comes back for the ending cutscene. That's the next time we see her. And then she does imply that. And I mean, the implication I think is that Faith is like a clone or a like, because you know, we know she's engineered, and so Zoe's like, how can we have the same mom? That doesn't make any sense. And she's and it's like, really, Zoe? Like, you know.
Look, Zoe's kind of dense, all right.
Yes, because also when at the beginning of the game when Zoe does run into Helena Chang, she recognizes Zoe. She's like, wait, Castillo. She doesn't recognize Zoe like as a person, but she recognizes the name, and I think the idea is that, like, like, I don't know if she's secret mom or if she's like used. I think at least she used Zoe's DNA, like that's what because she talks about Zoe having the special esoteric genetic qualities. That's right. That's the phrase.
I love having esoteric genetic qualities.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what Faith was engineered for, if not for the Dreamer. I don't know what they were trying to use her with the Dreamer for in the first place. They also seemed real confused about what was happening when it's like, well, it's coming from your own damn project. I don't know. One of the other implications, like that we see the whole thing briefly, the thing where April goes under the tower in Arcadia and she finds the sort of vortex thing that she says seems to be full of dreams. I don't know how she knows that, but that's what she says. And so the implication is that is a sort of like mirror or counterpart of the Dream Core and Ghana. That it's one of these things that kind of exists in both places. And the tower is therefore in the same place, is the equivalent of the Dream Core, and that it's supposed to be, there's some kind of united project there, and we're going back to, we have a post-credit scene. I forgot. I was like, I remembered this being in the game, but I thought it happened at the beginning, and then we didn't get it, so then I was like, I guess I just misremembered. There's Brian Westhouse.
He's very cold.
Yeah, we started with Brian Westhouse in Tibet at the beginning of the game, in a, like, Tibetan Buddhist monastery thing.
Yeah, he was taking a coop journey.
He was, yes.
Hello, old friend. Chavez. What are you doing here?
Time is a circle. It will not end here. You are needed. Take my hand, Brian. The future awaits us.
This is Cortez, the red dragon.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Brian says in the first game, I think, that Cortez helped him cross to Arcadia. So why is the post-credit scene these two and no April? Similarly, I mean, I think that gets to also why is the opening scene Brian Westhouse, because he's the one who goes to the blue zone and unleashes or like his it. I think. I mean, we'll see in the third game when we play it again eventually, I guess, because I assume this is all going to be spelled out. But I'm trying to remember all the speculation and stuff from 2006 when I played this. But I think the idea is, so at the beginning of the game, we see him cross over, and he gets unstuck in time for a long time, and he spends part of that time in the blue zone, the story time, and that crossover seems to trigger the release of the Undreaming, which seems to be the ultimate like problem that is going to be addressed in the third game. And also, I think from that and from like Westhouse being kind of weird at some of the stuff that he says, and then ultimately the whole thing with him at the Dark People City, where it seems to be, it seems like the implication is he's the person who attacks the White Dragon. Because he also mentions in the airship when Zoe's talking to him about how he's been all over the place, including to the Azadi Empire, and he's like, oh yeah, they're really nice people, actually. And some of the other stuff, the speculation that I remember is Brian Westhouse is the Prophet, the Darth Sidious guy, who is like directing the Azadi to build this tower. And that there's some kind of, evil plot that is also connected to the Dream Core, and that's some, I don't know, they're unraveling the universe? I don't fucking know. I'm sure this is all gonna be explained in the third game that I haven't played. But that's what I remember my sort of understanding or speculative understanding being at the end of this game when I played it originally and was like reading stuff online. It's like, well, that seems to be kind of what we're suggesting. Is there yeah. That maybe Brian Westhouse or somebody possessing Brian Westhouse, maybe, I don't know, is like kind of the ultimate bad guy.
Okay.
But I don't know. Yeah, this I'm excited to get to this because it's so funny. This game just, who knows? Like, what happened? I don't know. Also that, like, because, like, after last time, I was like, I'm gonna go check how much of this game is left. What is actually in these chapters? And I pulled up a walkthrough on GameFAQs. And there's the one chapter in, there's Faith, that chapter. And there's, like, a set of instructions about, like, you gotta, okay, there's puzzles, you gotta do this and this and this and this and this. All the other chapters, right, yeah, you gotta drop the hook. All the other ones, were just like, chapter, like, 12, the longest journey, walk towards the house. Chapter 13, like, watch the cutscene. Yeah, it's like, literally, there is no interaction. That's it. Yeah, it's wild. Bizarre. So thanks everybody for hanging out for this. I have had a lot of fun going back to this, even though it's, I don't know how much positive things I have to say about it, but I think it's fascinating that it is what it is. And I'm more excited, honestly, to play the third game at some point. Just, not immediately, but in the future. So for next week, do you want to play Grim Fandango, Mary? That's what I was talking about.
Sure.
Wow. Wow.
Does it have an ending?
Okay, I mean, yes. One, Grim Fandango has a fantastic. Okay, look, I think Grim Fandango is at least one of the best adventure games ever made. I love Grim Fandango. I think it is a great game.
No, unironically, I know Grim Fandango is like.
Yeah. There's, I know you're not necessarily a big adventure game person. But
I don't even like have negative opinions on adventure games. They're just like not games I ever really played. And
yeah.
And your taste in things is your taste, and
I don't know what that means.
Look, I'm just saying. I had to experience 2 longest journeys, and
well,
at least one wasn't very long.
You weren't on the stream like just for the first one. I mean,
Fandango sounds fun.
Grim Fandango will also not be super long. Let's see, how many streams of this is like 6 streams, I think. Might be longer than that. But it's part of that's going to depend on how well I remember the puzzles. Hopefully I remember most of them.
I believe in you.
But yeah, as it came up that Mary has not played it or experienced it, I was like, oh, we got to do that because I love Grim Fandango, and I do think it's something you would enjoy. Oh, excuse me. So, all right, we'll do that next week. And it's got the remastered version. It's easy to, it shouldn't have any technical difficulties. So
yeah,
that helps.
I'll be able to hear sound from the beginning, is what you're saying.
Yes, which is important because the voice acting is great.
Oh well, that should be a step up.
Yes, I mean good line by line writing. Good, I mean overall good writing, but the characters sound good. The voices are good. Yeah, I'll have more to say about when we do it. Yeah, the soundtrack's great. It looks great. So yeah, next week, good game. We'll see. After that, I think even after that, I don't think I want to play the next the Dreamfall chapters. But you'll see. All right, thanks everybody. We'll be back next week. Stop by for that, and have a good rest of your day.
Yep. Take care, folks.